Hey,
Sorry, Devin. I apologize.
I'm
Forgive
gonna
me,
start
man.
us off,
I'm
okay?
sorry. Please don't fire me.
Hey, you're my boss.
Well, we're each other's bosses.
Yeah, we can
Boy,
both fire each other off at the same
rub my
time.
feet, lick 'em. All right, that's not what. What is up with me and saying weird shit, man? I
Drink
don't.
my
I'm not
Coke and
like that, by the
balls.
way. I'm not like this.
Dude, I
Jiggle.
have
Did you say
so
jiggle
much.
my balls?
I said drink my Coke and balls.
Okay. Oh, coke and balls.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 10. Yes, 10
10.
of the Goobercast. John, we made it. I mean, in all seriousness, where has the time gone? Feels like just yesterday that we were stammering for things to talk about on episode 1, you know?
That's what I'm saying, man.
It's just wild how much time has passed, but it's just crazy to know that, this is still only the beginning, man. 3 more months and we're no longer considered new, so we're still we're here.
We're here, man. 3 months and 10 podcast episodes. I mean,
Yep.
we're on track to become millionaires and having over a billion, trillion, gazillion subs by the end of about 5 minutes from now. So we're
Yeah.
pretty much on that track.
Yeah, if you want to if you want to hop on the train while it's early, and get your little certificate and whatnot by subscribing to the channel before we hit that number,
Get on your hands and knees and beg them, why don't you? Look, it's the first 5 seconds.
Please.
Please. Like, okay.
Let's segue into our first topic here. Something I wanted to talk about in video game news, which, we're going to be Legends one day, but when it comes to Legends now, Minecraft Legends has initially dropped at $40, which I'm going to tell you, me and my girlfriend played the entire game and beat it, loved it, not worth $40.
Yeah, I remember the night you were playing it, or I think it was the first night that you were playing it. You were like, yeah, I have been playing this game for like 8 hours straight, and I was like, oh, it must be good. And you were playing it off of Game Pass, right? Wasn't that?
Yeah, I got it off of Game Pass, which even I wasn't paying for. It was my girlfriend's
Nice.
Game Pass, so I got it completely free.
Let's go, dude. Let's you gotta, I mean, shit, man. I mean, shit. Like, ha- I'm sorry. I was going to say something, and I was like, I have nothing to say. I'm gonna wing it, and I still couldn't think of anything. So it was
Dude,
just,
I feel that. I do that a lot with school presentations. I
There you
don't
go,
think
man.
about what I should say. I just think I'm gonna wing it. And then by the time I'm up there, I'm like, oh boy, I should have
I
spent
should have
that time
thought about
actually
it.
thinking.
Oh my goodness, dude.
You know, um, Something that I was, working on when we're talking about presentations and whatnot.
Yeah.
Sure, this may have been a thing to save for later, but I am seething right now, John. I am angry.
Seething.
I am so angry that I could drink a Coca-Cola because in my marketing class today, we had the grand task of having like 15 minutes, I believe, to get with a random group of people that most of us don't even know
Mm.
and come up with a Coke themed product for 2050.
Mm.
Now, John, do you know how far away 2050 is?
How far away is it, Devin?
Pretty far away. Like I think at least a couple of years. So
20. Yeah. A
at the
couple.
least, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're closer to the Black Ops 2 campaign happening than we are the Black Ops 4 campaign
I
in
am
2050. So,
I'm so excited for Raul Menendez to fucking attack our country, dude. This is gonna be so
dude, he's gonna
awesome.
upload a YouTube video about it too. We got to do a reaction to it.
Opulence sinful, and we all pay for it. Yes, yes, you are so right. This guy. Oh man. Anyway.
Anyways, so for this project, we had to come up with an idea. A lot of people came up with traditional things. I saw at least two things that were energy-based Coke products.
Cool.
Now, cool ideas, right? I don't know what it was, but just the moment she said we have to make a Coke product, just something clicked in my head. I thought locomotive.
Devin?
Okay, my mic just cut out, dude. The government is trying to silence me.
That was frightening. I was like, uh-oh. What happened, man? Dude,
Dude, the
Discord,
government, man, they're
as soon as
watching.
oh, I love talking over you. I love talking over you. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking rude. Um,
No.
although I will say, man, the one thing about Discord podcasts, oh my God, man, they're not to completely cut you off or change the topic. We can go
No, that's
straight
fine.
back into what you were talking about, but doing like recording the podcast over Discord because we don't have a studio or any spot to do it in person.
Yeah.
Um, dude, the amount of like lags and just like some sort of audio like fuckery, just like oh my God.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sure if we did this in person, we wouldn't talk over each other so much.
John, you know that I would talk over you more in person.
I was thinking like a good way to just combat it instead of continuing like for me, right? If I were to talk over you on accident, I would stop. But if you were to start and I'm still talking, I was like, I guess I'll just keep talking without like stopping, so we don't both awkwardly go. Oh, 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 you go. Oh, you go. Because that happens so much. Anyway, all right, back to the Coke thing. Back to the Coke.
So,
I'm sorry.
anyways, I thought locomotive,
Such an
and
asshole.
I thought Coca-Cola.
Mhm.
What about the Coca-motive?
Oh my
So
God.
this literally, I started the group with like three people, and we got like a fourth member later on. And when he joined and sat down, I literally said to him, you joined the winning team." Literally, I said those words to
Oh my
him.
goodness.
I was really confident in this idea,
Mhm.
and well, you know, we wrote down this idea, more or less an electric car, because it's 2050. So she was like, haha, go goofy and wild with it. So I was like, all right. So I thought an electric car that has really good suspensions in it, really good shock absorbers, and is so smooth that when you're driving it, you won't even spill your drink. And that is why it has a built-in fountain dispenser, so that you could just pop down a cup, or like even have like a little cup pop down, just start drinking some Coca-Cola. And I thought it was a great idea.
That is
Planned it all
genius.
out, right?
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
doing presentations. First one, it's like, oh, we made a Coca-Cola energy drink for old people. It's like, oh, it's cool.
Oh
Second one,
yeah.
it's like, oh, we did a Coca-Cola drink for energy. We heard that Pepsi's doing a thing with Gatorade now, so why don't Coke do that? And the teacher was like, well, this is 2050. Shouldn't they be doing that now? And they were like, well, well,
It's a fucking hypothetical, like, oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Believe me, it doesn't even stop there. So I do my presentation. I did it so well. I hardly even looked at the board. I looked everyone eye contact. I did the Steve Jobs hand motions,
Oh
everything to
man.
the T. People loved it.
Wish I could
People
have witnessed this,
clapped.
man.
Oh, dude, it was the birth of a billion-dollar business, man. So I did it really good, right? Next
Hmm.
product, someone's like, he comes up, he's like, haha. So he literally steals my intro. He didn't mind. He was like, oh, Coca-Cola reinventing the wheel. Because literally, I think I started with the tagline of, now, with Coca-Cola, why reinvent the wheel when you can reinvent the wheel? So,
Genius.
the fucker next guy, he like steals my tagline, like, oh, you reinvent the wheel. I was like, okay. He's
Hmm.
like, so our product is Cola Coke. We put the cocaine back in Coca-Cola. I was like, okay. He's like, so by 2050, like handles, they'll be obsolete. So we're gonna put like handles on the mug, and it's gonna have the cocaine back in it because drugs are becoming more legal. So by 2050, we're gonna have cocaine Coca-Cola again. And he was like, oh, it's retro. People will love it. If LeBron can drink it, then anybody can drink it. Which that got a chuckle out of me. So, anyways, he does that, and I'm like, okay, it's funny. It was funny. The next person, he does the thing. He's like, oh, SpaceX, there's Coca-Cola space bottle. They're gonna fly a Coke rocket ship to the moon, and then they're gonna have your Coca-Cola that is not carbonated, so it won't explode when you try to open it in space. Our target demographic is going to be anyone and aliens. And I was like, oh, haha, it's funny and all. And that was it and all. Like, so my competition was literally two energy drinks, cocaine and fucking Coca-Cola that's not carbonated. So I'm like, oh, for sure, easy win. Literally no reason that my team should not win. And she's like, oh, it's really hard. It came down to 2 finalists for me, really. Like, it's like, it's 2. I was like, oh, clearly it was the energy drink guys because they did such a good presentation.
Clearly.
And she's like, it's the last 2 for me. And I'm just sitting there flabbergasted. Me and my teammates looked at each other open mouthed because I tell you, when I literally said the Coca motive to them, they all instantly said, yes, that is what we are doing. Because everyone just knew it is a $1 billion idea right there. And we just looked at each other flabbergasted that our Coke car lost to cocaine and non-carbonated Coca-Cola.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Cocaine, that's very hard to beat, man. Take it from me.
Granddad, pull out the Coke and just pour it on the table. Let me pull out my credit card and start swiping away the molecules.
Give me a fucking Coke, please. I need it.
They have this new form of Cola Coke. I heard that it comes in powdered form.
Well, I mean, fucking uncarbonated. I mean, shit, aren't they? Jesus, I can't fucking speak, dude. Aren't they already doing that, like, right now with Pepsi Nitro? Isn't that, like, non-carbonated? Or is it
Oh, you might be right.
with, like, draft? You
Uh,
know what I mean? It just drafts
It's the
Pepsi.
first ever nitrogen-infused cola.
Yeah. It's like, like draft beers, right?
Yeah,
It's
isn't
like
that
that,
like the
but
non-alcoholic?
no, I
Or
think
no,
draft beers
I'm
are
thinking of something
alcoholic.
else. My bad.
But draft, it's just a draft Pepsi, basically. It's
Yeah.
lots of bubbles, and it tastes like flatter almost.
Yeah, it has a lot more bubbles because I'm looking
Yeah.
at their logo for it, and it's the Pepsi logo, but
Mhm.
made out of a bunch of particles. So
Yeah, I see. Like that's the thing. I don't understand why that would be like a 2050 thing if they're doing that now. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Unless it's still
it was
carbonated, and I'm
dumb.
just fucking, I'm just
Their
stupid.
whole thing was, oh, we're gonna market to people on the moon, and I literally gave sustainability things with mine, saying like, oh, it's
Mhm.
electric car. By now they've like made it like healthier for the environment. Like I was going for everything there, but I guess I wasn't goofy enough. I guess mine was too practical.
You gotta
And
be a
hear that, mind
comedian,
you,
man.
she kept, dude. I was making people laugh up there, but I guess I should have said like, oh, and our patented, cola motive, just stick your arm into like the dashboard, and then syringes will fly into your arm, will inject the Coca-Cola right into you, and she would
Devin.
have been like, yes, that is what I want. Yes.
With how upset you are about not winning, you're sounding mighty like a nice guy. Like you got the nice guy mentality right now, dude.
Whoa,
I
nice
deserve
guy.
the win, man. My invention was superior, and you're a bitch for not voting.
Ooh.
I'm just slandering you. Actually, this is no.
No, it's funny. You see, I understand because, when I was up there, it was all good times. Sure, maybe I wrote a couple of emails to the teacher after class,
Oh my god.
Maybe she's but
Oh, it's not going in the
it's
podcast.
it's my it's just it's the blueprint plans for the cola motive and
Oh man, yeah.
the coca motive.
The Coco, the cola mode. Hey man, they're interchangeable.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyways, it was all jokes, but I will say I'm keeping that idea on the back burner because I looked up. Here's the thing, John. This is the rabbit hole connection.
Mhm.
So, those movie theater soda fountain machines?
Yeah, of course.
Do you want to know who invented them?
Dude, Elon Musk,
No.
Bill Gates,
Close. No.
Steve Jobs.
No. I
Elon
don't know
Musk.
I don't know the name of the person who made it. I just know that the person who made it was the same person who made the Ferrari. So,
Oh my god.
car maker makes soda machine makes car. I think it
Dude.
is just natural evolution.
I can't believe John Ferrari also made the Coke machine that you find at movie theaters. And
Apparently, I think.
oh wait, if I say is that like, am I giving away our location? Like, or
They're in Florida.
they are?
Yeah.
Or well, maybe I'll just put in a bunch of fucking. Exactly. Perfect.
We gotta lower the amount of editing to do. We're
Yeah,
giving you too
because
much
it's,
work.
oh man, Devin, can I just upload it on Saturday, please? No,
You know, we've been getting our asses kicked right here. Mostly me, with the
mm,
Kokomotive, but
and my
something that's really been
slandering.
kicking my ass. But I want to ask you, has this affected you? But Potland,
I
have you felt any of that? With
uh,
the changing weathers.
I mean, my nose has been a little bit stuffier, and my not really. I guess I wouldn't say I would. I guess I'm not. I don't. I'm not experiencing any like allergies, but I do notice a recent thing is my fucking my eyelid twitches in the mornings and
Yeah,
sometimes throughout the
it's
day.
my eyes for me.
I don't. I
I
don't.
scratch them like crazy,
It's.
dude. I am just like rubbing them, and it hurts.
I don't
It's
think
that
like.
tree pollen.
I don't think my eyes get itchy. I think maybe it's like a lack of sleep type of thing. Or maybe
Hmm.
it's like some underlying disease or like illness, and I'm just like, I mean, shit, man. Get the eye twitches. Sometimes I'll get like random fucking like joint pain. You know what I mean? Like in my hands and my fucking.
He
Uh oh,
craves meat.
I'm scared. I just scared myself.
Uh
Devin. Anyway, like, let's move on. No, I don't think I'm getting any allergic reactions unless those are allergies, not allergic reactions, but I'm not experiencing any allergies.
oh. Yeah. Well, if that hasn't been kicking your ass, which, surely it's been kicking mine,
Hmm.
why don't you tell us about some other kicking and clashing that's been going on recently?
Oh man, like involving certain creators. How? Uh,
Maybe.
uh,
Maybe we were in the crowd. Maybe we were.
oh, dude. So I was actually I was actually one of the judges at Creator Clash
Really?
2. Yeah, I know Matt and Ryan from Super Mega. They actually did the national anthem.
No way.
We talk, we DM. I talk to both of them. They're great people, and I was just like, hey, Matt and Ryan from Super Mega, do you think I could get a spot as a judge for the Creator Clash 2 because you have the ability to do that for me? And
They're so
Devin,
humble.
and they were like, "Yes, yes, we can do that." And dude, every match that went to fucking decision, I just I honestly I just voted like against the person that I thought should have won.
Yeah, you just walked up to them, whispering in their ears, like, "Do you know the Cooper boys?"
I was like,
And they're like,
"Listen,
"The who?"
what the fuck, dude? What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be up here, dude. Who the fuck are you?" Just followed me.
Such a weird response, They're
I mean,
just,
I don't know why.
why
I
would
mean,
they
we're
say
we're,
that to
we're
you,
literally famous, you know what I mean? So I don't really understand why they would say that. Kind of rude.
Fame is a relative term.
Yeah, there's this guy. I think there's a dude sitting next to us. I mean, I think his name was like Marker Flyers. I don't know. I don't know. Just
Fly
he,
paper
he was very. He didn't talk a lot.
markers.
Something like that. I don't know. He seemed
Uh,
seemed very quiet.
you would think that we would have remembered his name because it was like every minute he just kept saying his name. He was like, "Hello,
Yeah,
I'm."
he kept going. He was like,
Yeah.
"Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. My name." But I can't. I don't remember what he was saying. What his name
Can't
was.
put it together. It's like
You also notice like halfway through the fights, he started fucking throwing tomatoes up on the fucking on in the ring,
it was so weird.
and it was
Like
weird because he would
someone
take.
slipped on that shit.
Yeah, he would take Harley fucking. I don't know if you noticed if you saw the Harley fight, but
Yeah.
fucking this guy next to us like Crocker Flyer or something. He took a bite out of this raw tomato and he threw it up onto the fucking ring, and then Harley gets punched, and then he slips on the tomato and falls out of the ring, dude. It was crazy. Like,
And
I
like
mean,
no
I
one
don't
even
know.
said a
Nobody
thing
said
about it
anything. That
too.
literally nothing. Like he got away with it. I mean, honestly, if
Like I know we didn't attend the first event, but like
mm,
I don't know, I thought they would have ran it a little bit differently. So I was
yeah.
kind of shocked.
Yeah, I know, man. Honestly, I feel like that this random person that isn't, that nobody knows, who sat next to us, didn't throw that tomato. I think Harley might have won that fight. Honestly, I don't know.
Honestly.
But anyway, yeah, Creator Clash 2. Um, jokes aside, it was cool. Heard a lot about it on Twitter. Fucking dude, Super Mega doing the national anthem was so fucking cool. It was so
Yeah,
funny. Because halfway through, Matt Watson rips his fucking chest, like this prosthetic chest open, and it's the American flag, and
I
it was
hadn't
just
seen that.
insane. Yeah, and then they smooch, they kiss in the middle of the fucking in the ring, and everyone starts cheering. And it was like, oh my god, man, what a time to be a Super Mega fan.
You see, the joke is that I didn't watch Creator Clash 2, so I genuinely believe what you're saying. I
It
don't know
is
if you
true. It's true. I'm not
are
lying.
you joshing me? Like,
I yeah
is this a joke?
the
It's at my
ga
expense, isn't
the
it? It's at
no
my expense. I just know
no
it. You're
okay.
making fun of me.
No, the gaslighting ended with the Farker Meyer guy, whatever his name
Yeah, Parker,
is. Fark
Peter.
Peter Flyer, Peter Meyer. Anyway, no, that the Super Mega thing was is very real.
That is
Man,
awesome.
I remember like I think what episode was it? It was like episode 3 or something. I can't fucking remember, dude. Oh man, 10 episodes in, dude. I don't remember what episode it was.
I I
But
know you were being so genuine by saying that it was real, but just out of curiosity, I just looked it up, and the first thing I see is just Matt and Ryan making out on
it's
the
true.
thumbnail.
I wouldn't lie to you,
You're
Devin.
being
Come on,
dead
man.
ass. Sorry, it's just he's literally ripped open his chest and
Oh
he's
my
making
god. Yeah,
out.
dude. I didn't
Uh,
lie.
it's just so random. Even
Absolutely nothing from the past 5 minutes were lies at all about the event, man. Absolutely.
well, anyways,
Anyway,
I think the final thing was I think Ethan Nestor Crank Gameplays. I think he won.
did he really?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
I remember hearing a thing about Markiplier. I think that's his name. Fry.
Okay, yeah, yeah, okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
the
Uh,
joke.
yeah.
Um,
But I heard he was like cheering him on and being like really supportive of him, which
that's
I just
awesome, man.
love to see that. He
Yeah.
is there is a reason that out of like all the YouTubers, Markiplier's up there for me is like
Mm,
a top favorite.
that's good, man. I know. He was. They were part of Unus Annus, right?
Yeah, yeah. Go fuck yourself.
No,
That was
actually.
a really important year for my life, just really treading on like a really emotional thing for me.
It
I
really
actually
sucks
bought two
because
of the hoodies for that,
oh,
It
that's
was
cool. I remember everyone being so crazy about it, but I just like I was always like, oh, I really got to get into that. I got to watch their videos, man. I got to see what the fuss is about, and then I just never did. And then
yeah.
they deleted the channel, so I was like, oh, okay. So I guess that'll
Yeah, they deleted it. You can't, just Google Unus Annus archive and rewatch
oh,
against their
right,
will.
right. Well, my brain has holes in it, and I don't think that far ahead, man.
Yeah.
I will say though, speaking of being a meghead, or yeah, I'm sure the normal I'm sure the normies won't understand that one. But being a super mega fan was very cool because I don't know if you recall, but Matt and Ryan fought in the first Creator Clash, and Ryan
Yeah.
versus I think his name was Alex Ernst. I might
Oh.
be butchering his name, but dude, that fight was my absolute fucking favorite, dude. It went all the way to decision, and it was a fucking slugfest, dude. They're pretty beefy dudes, and they were just destroying each other in the ring. And fucking kudos to Matt, or kudos, yeah, kudos to Matt, kudos to Ryan for just fucking. I'm like reporting on old news right now. Um, no, you know what? Actually, to segue out of that, you remember like I think it was podcast 3. Um, I was talking about like, oh yeah, I definitely like LOL, I definitely did not start rewatching the Super Mega Cast from episode 1 just so I could get some ideas like for, how to, how to really start this podcast or anything or how to make it interesting, yada yada, how to start it out. Do you
Yeah.
remember when I said that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude,
Familiar.
I just never really stopped and I listen to about like 5 of them a day because at work I've got nothing to do, man. I mean, I'm working, but like I need to listen to something. And after listening to like all of my music playlists like 5 times in a row, I was
Yeah.
like, dude. you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna re-listen all the podcasts. So I'm about almost 200 podcasts in to the Super Mega Cast, which is
Yeah.
over half of the amount that they have out right now. And that was I fucking listened to all of that. I listened to all of those within like a 2 month period. Like
Yeah.
5 a day, dude. It's crazy. I thought about it and I was like, man, will I even like recall any of this information? Because it's like it was like almost completely background noise. I do. Oh man. I mean, I recall some of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was um it was just something I was thinking about. I was like, man, I'm I flew through these, dude. But
I feel that there's a lot of things where it's like kind of get into that binge mentality where I
mm,
just like unconsciously binge something, you know?
yeah, it's like I'm at work and I'm just machining, man.
Yeah.
I'm just cutting metal. You know what I mean? And more like standing in front of a lathe or sweeping for 8 hours straight. But it's like, dude, you do that for so long, and it's kind of monotonous. Like it's a good job, right? And it pays
Yeah.
well, but it is it is monotonous. It is very boring. So I
Yeah.
mean, shit, man, might as well listen to these two fellows fucking scream at each other for about an hour
Yeah. I
each.
mean, I don't know about you, but not to be egotistical, but every now and then I'll actually pop on like an old Goobercast
That's
episode and just like listen to it, you know?
I've done that. I think what one did I listen to? I think all right, dude. I can't speak right now. I keep talking over myself. I just re-listened to the Joe cast, the Joe cast,
Oh,
the
the joke
Goobercast with
cast.
Joe, and it was pretty good. It was actually pretty good because I think with an extra person, our chemistry is just like a lot easier. I guess. Do you know what I mean by that? Like it's kind of
Yeah.
like we talk. It's easier to talk and get in the that flow of conversation, so it's not like awkward, awkward. Oh hey man,
Yeah. I feel that, John.
awkward. Unlike the other guest guest podcast that I keep
Just like
bringing
literally
attention
last
to.
episode, and you're just bringing fire on it as if it's like in the past.
Listen. CJ was an amazing guest.
Yes, yes, they were. You know, I know this is completely off topic, and I'm sorry to bring this back up, but I
Hmm.
watched the full clip. I saw the full Super Mega doing the
Yeah,
national anthem. There, John, can I ask you, the tall, lanky one, is that Ryan?
that's Matt.
That's Matt. My
Yeah,
bad. Okay, so I just see Matt. He does the thing. He rips open his chest and reveals the American flag.
yeah.
Um, he looks over at Ryan, licks his lips, and then you can see his mouth move and say, "Should we kiss?" And then they just move in and smooch. Like
It's
I'm watching it right
amazing.
now, and you can see like because he has a really big jaw, so you just see
Yeah.
audibly just should we kiss, and then just they go for it, man. And like, listen, you got to rewatch this after. Like he licks his lips right before he does that. Like,
Oh man, they're great, dude. They're so fucking funny,
so
man.
great.
Jesus
I
Christ.
I aspire to be like them one day.
Yeah, dude, I'm
I aspire
definitely
to be myself.
yeah, exactly.
I'm
I mean,
just that
clearly,
great.
obviously, we we'll make our own brand. Actually, we'll have our own brand of like content, our own personalities. But clearly, right now, without your knowledge, I'm just kind of nurturing this channel into becoming a super mega clone. I'm not doing that. Clearly, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
actually not doing that. I don't mean to, but it's a very clear source of inspiration for me, obviously, because I do very much enjoy their stuff, and I think they're funny. And I want to be funny too.
Yeah. I think it's good to get inspiration from like other people, you
I
know? Like that's
Yeah.
the biggest tip I've learned from like bigger YouTubers and whatnot. Like Jay Schlatt. He's someone who I like to watch in my free time. I haven't watched a lot of his no, I have watched a lot of his stuff recently. I don't know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about. I like watching his sleep deprived gameplay videos. They've been doing COD zombies. But
Oh,
anyways,
nice.
I would watch a lot of his stuff, and occasionally he would just like talk about like he would have moments where he's like not really like in his Schlatt character, like he's actually just being like a normal dude.
Yeah.
And I say that as if it's like a really bad thing. Well, not, he's a character.
Yeah, I
But
mean they all
anyways,
play characters at times.
he's mentioned like a lot of his inspiration on like I think he used to watch Sea Nanners or something,
Oh,
and like
dude, I
watch like
fucking love CNanners, dude. I watched
yeah,
him for years. It really sucks that
yeah,
he isn't posting anymore, but I mean he's doing life shit, man. Can't hold him for it, you know.
yeah. Apparently his last upload was like 11 months ago.
Yeah, man. And before that, it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Or at
sad.
least it felt like it. But yeah,
But he would mention how, like he would get like a lot of his jokes and whatnot from watching that, and it really like kind of spoke to me because it made me realize with like a lot of things out there, like you don't need to just come up with an idea like straight blank, like just out of nowhere. Like you can do that, yeah, but sometimes what you gotta do to like feed the brain is see what other people are doing and think, how can I make that my way? Like not to the point where you're just blatantly stealing
how
like
can I
word for
steal
word
other
what they
people's
do.
content?
It's like if you think about it in life, everything is built off of something, like the car only exists because the wheel existed.
Oh yeah,
So
exactly. That's
yeah,
actually a
like you
good
do you
point.
really think like John Carwheel like literally also invented the car, Like nah,
Oh
it
no,
was
man.
John Carwheel made that back in like 4000 BC, and then like Jim
Yeah,
Carmobile,
right.
he was like, I'm gonna use those wheels and make
Yeah,
tires.
dude, exactly. And you know what? You know what I have to say about that? I think we should just fully embrace the inspiration and the things that we both enjoy.
Yeah,
We should change our YouTube channel to the Super Mega Chuckle Sandwich Slat Sleep Deprived Game
official
Grumps
podcast.
official podcast. Exactly, dude. Honestly, I think that's a genius idea. I mean, we're not stealing it, we're just taking it and reinventing it into something that is better, you know?
What are they all gonna sue us?
Yeah. Well, we probably never be on their level of popularity, so they probably would be like, "That's silly," and then
It's like Dan
continue
is
on.
in the Game Grumps office, and Aaron walks. He's like, "Have you heard of the Goober Boys? They did a super mega Game Grumps official podcast, Markiplier YouTube channel. Like, should we do something about it?"
Oh, they're probably a bunch of drug addicts. Let them go. Who cares about them? They'll probably be dead in a year. He
What the
That's
fuck
see. I don't
was
think he would. I don't think he would say that. I'm actually,
that? He'd probably say something like they're little butterflies. Let them flap their wings.
Nah, dude.
just,
He would.
you just hit me with the trick out stuff.
He would slander us, dude. He would fucking. He'd say we should cease and desist and sue him for $1 million. Making him sound more like fucking Michael Jackson than
Michael
him.
Jackson, dude.
He probably. This is a bad joke.
It's a really bad joke.
Can't tell if this entire thing has been a bit or like I'm sure it was semi-serious. I'm sure the points you made were legitimate, but I have not been taking this conversation seriously.
Well,
I'm
something that
sorry.
we took a little bit more seriously was our Mario movie review, which
Oh,
came
that
out
was
to really
awesome,
good
man. I love
views.
that. That was great.
Yeah, really good reception on that. A lot of people commented, subscribed, and all that stuff. So it was really heartwarming to see
Yeah.
people being receptive of our first try at that.
Yeah, it was. I'm actually really surprised how well it did because usually our stuff is. I'm not shitting on us. I'm not shitting on our stuff or your stuff or anything.
Choose your next words carefully.
I'm surprised because usually we get like anywhere on average like 50 to 80, views, maybe 100 if we're lucky.
On
So
a good
yeah, on a good
day.
day. And that video doing like over 300 fucking views was pretty sick. And
Yeah.
do you want to let everybody know who edited that video, Devin?
Well, when we recorded it, it was an equal effort.
So Devin edited the video and made it fucking amazing. And I
No.
noticed that all the videos that you have edited and done are fucking very phenomenal, and the ones that
No.
I do are just terrible. And you're
You're
better than
great,
me, and I
John.
hate
Listen,
myself.
listen, literally top videos out of 5 are all your videos.
Oh, that's
I have just one sitting on top of there, and it only has 10 more views than your really
no.
good Dragon Ball vid you did, which
Listen,
that's probably one of my favorite videos we've done. I can't lie. I
I
so badly want to replay Budokai
oh
Tenkaichi.
dude, it's so fucking fun, man. I love that game. I'm willing to
Oh, so
replay it
good.
whenever, man. We could just do like the ultimate rematch and we just milk that, make it a 40-minute video, pump it
Yes.
out. You know what I mean? No,
Make like a trailer hyping it up, you know?
trailer.
It's the
Jesus Christ.
battle to end them all.
Listen, all of those videos, every single one of them in that list, they're our videos, Devin. They're our
Exactly.
videos. And especially the ones that you edited and did and they performed extremely well. They're our videos, okay? They're our
I mean, I guess theoretically,
videos.
the shorts did pretty nice, you know, gotta.
Dude, you are
All the
killing it with
shorts
the
were.
shorts, dude. Holy shit, man.
I got tired of wearing pants, so I
Don't be
started wearing
humble.
shorts.
I get it. The joke. You don't have to be humble, man. The shorts are going fucking crazy. Like they.
No, in all honesty, I'm just taking a lot of your edited
Oh,
stuff and just,
fucking wow! I don't hear the
don't hit
pity.
me with
All right,
that.
no, fuck you, dude. No, you can't listen. You gotta stop doing that, man. You
My
made
bad.
the
I shouldn't
shorts.
manipulate the
You.
manipulator.
Well, I'm the fucking asshole. I'm the asshole. You're always the victim, dude. You're right, right. Anyway, now we're yeah.
This episode's a cry for help.
This entire episode has just been fucking us yelling at each other and gaslighting people and ourselves.
Yeah. And I think that's just what's so special about us, you know.
Yeah, dude.
We're the first to really ever do it, you know.
Oh
No one
yeah.
else has done it before. This is not at all me further gaslighting.
You remember the first
Yeah,
podcast episode where I was like, "Oh, we shouldn't open with me openly slandering a fucking another YouTube channel," and here we are. Half of this fucking episode has been us just
but now
gaslighting.
disclaimer: we love them all, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh, I'm big
I
fans of
mean,
every single
literally,
one of
I
them.
watch every Game Grumps episode. Well, no, that's a lie. I watch a good amount of Game Grumps episodes. I just love them. In all
Yeah.
seriousness.
I'm a huge Super Mega fan as well, so all the jokes are
Yeah.
jokes, and I'm sure I'm not apologizing. I'm sure me backpedaling to all 0 people that watch this will really make a difference. But nah, man.
Hey, you. Yes, you, not John. You, right now watching this, comment in the comment in the comment
Come on,
section
man.
lemon drops if you are watching this right now. All right, thanks. I love you.
Dude, do you you know how disappointed we're gonna be when there's 0
There's not
comments?
gonna be a single lemon drops.
Maybe Bobby. Maybe Bobby, I think. Oh, he'd be like,
Bob, he's just gonna leave a comment and say no.
he's gonna be like, I heard what you said, but I ain't gonna do it.
And then we're gonna be in a VC with Dre, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, you see, I was listening, but I just, I thought I'd do it some other
It
time.
was just
I
too
didn't."
fucking stupid and beneath me. And also, I gotta cut this out. Dre is an excellent person. He's very nice, and
I love Dre.
I get it. You know what sucks? Because every single time I joke on the guy, I don't joke on him. Every time I speak highly of him, he's like, the next day after the podcast goes up, I'll join the voice chat and he'll be like, well, look who decided to show his face. And I'm like, oh, did you watch the podcast? He's like, yeah, and I have a few questions about it. I'm like, oh, okay. He's too
You
humble.
know, you know what the shame thing is? Like,
What's that?
I think kind of when we're in the moment of doing all this stuff,
Mhm.
I enter into a really hyper exaggerated like character of who I am.
Yeah,
Like,
I do the same, man.
I'm not constantly like cracking wits every 5 seconds and gaslighting every 10 seconds.
When
Like,
you
I don't know
do
what
it,
it
you're
is.
pretty good at it.
No, thank you.
Both
You're just gaslighting
the
me.
wits and the
But
gaslighting.
you're a really good manipulator when you're manipulating.
It's true,
I
man.
can manipulate everyone to do everything except for liking and subscribing and
Like,
commenting and
subscribe,
sharing.
comment,
Follow
share,
our Facebook
like,
account.
Facebook. Yeah, good. Definitely gotta go check that one out.
Check out the official Goober Boys website. That surely exists right now.
Surely, I'm sure. Sure. Yeah. Anyway,
We're
It's
just digging ourselves into a hole deeper and deeper. Like we
listen,
built a mine at this point. We gotta get on the elevator and get out of here. We gotta talk about how we started our respective series, John.
oh,
Something that's
dude,
been in the talks for at least 5 different Coopercast
that
episodes.
is a genius idea, and that's actually a really good thing you just pointed out. I do enjoy how every single episode that we don't have a guest on, we just talk about ourselves because we're so fucking we're just a bunch of narcissists and self-absorbed
Hey, it's
assholes. That's all
episode
we think
10.
about, man.
It's episode 10. We're allowed to do it.
Yeah, we're
And on
new,
every
guys.
subsequent episode.
Guys, it's not the six. We're new. We're new. Come on, give us a pass. Sorry, I'm not trying to shit on you because I know you've said that a few times.
No, it's fine. Only I
Okay.
have said that statement. You had to put on the goofy voice for, haha.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. I have a problem. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, my problem's worse than,
Oh,
better than
come
yours.
on.
I don't know.
Come on. I'm trying to give you sympathy, and then you bite my hand.
Oh, dude, I'll bite your ass next, man. You
Dude,
better
I'm
watch
gonna
it.
look up Spider-Man 1 Green Goblin quotes so much right now.
Why?
Because.
Okay. While you do that though, we did start our own respective series, and it's actually coming out at a decent pace, unlike Papers, Please that flopped horribly. Um,
I'm sure our viewers who watched the Papers, Please and were really enjoying it, they probably saw
oh
episode
yeah.
2, didn't see an episode 3, and they were really thinking to themselves, in quotes, finish it!
One day we will continue and finish Papers, Please, but as of right now, fucking, it ain't happening, man.
Yeah, you're
The
gonna you're gonna think that it's not gonna happen, and you're gonna think like, oh, you're gonna be like, ah, they're out, and then we're just gonna appear and literally say to your face, out am I?
So this is the part where Devastator Devin here has pulled up the Green Goblin quotes from Spider-Man 1, and he's trying his
What?
absolute hardest to
What,
segue
John?
these jokes
You think
into
we're
'em.
just gonna go back to formula with this? Like, come on, man.
Shut up, dude.
All right, fine, John. You got me. I surrender.
Dude, oh my god.
What?
Well,
Do you want me to finish it?
all right.
Finish it.
The
Okay, I'm
joke.
sorry. I'm
The
done. I'm
joke.
done. I'm done.
Devin.
And in spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
Oh man, these are completely original phrases coming from Devin.
Remember, like
Um,
10 minutes ago, when we were talking about not stealing things word for word.
Nah, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. I really don't recall actually.
No, you're right.
So yeah, starting our respective series, this bullet note that I'm reading off of a list that we definitely didn't naturally segue into or talk about. So yeah, I started my own little series. It's Jedi Academy, Star Wars game. It's very cool. I absolutely fucking love it.
So good.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I'm sure it probably isn't as fun watching it as opposed to playing it. But eventually, I mean, we share a Steam account, so dude, whenever you fucking want, you can hop on and play it. I advise you to do it because it's a very
I
fun.
might actually start a Force Unleashed playthrough because I've always
Oh
wanted to
yeah,
play
dude.
that.
I want to play Force Unleashed next.
Yeah, I might play it on console though because it was really weird on PC last time I played it. I
Yeah,
don't know what was up with it.
it's not optimized very well for PC. Actually, you know what? Instead of the Force Unleashed, I want to play fucking Star Wars Episode 3 for the PS2, man. That is
Really?
so good, dude. It's so
That's a
fucking
game?
good. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
It's the entire episode. It's the third episode of Star
wait,
Wars.
I gotta know, what's the final battle like?
Oh man, it's a fight. It's certainly a fight. It's a movie tie-in video game, so it's like, actually this is a really good tie-in video game because like, usually like they are really fucking bad, like the Shrek games
Yeah,
and fucking and like the Despicable Me game, like all those shitty
I
like
didn't even know they made a Despicable Me game.
I just assumed that they did because I mean, let's be honest, dude. It's fucking they
I mean,
had
I
to.
played the Shrek one and I kind of liked it as a kid, like a lot. So
I didn't. I didn't play that either. I kind of just, said like two very popular franchises and hoped that there were video game tie-ins for them. But
Oh, there is a Despicable Me game.
oh, let's go, dude.
I'm sorry.
Channeling your inner goblin.
Sorry. I'm gonna send you a screenshot, and you don't have to say anything about it.
My God. No, I think I'm gonna put that up. I think I'm gonna put this. Who is this? A thumbnail? This has to be a thumbnail for some YouTuber.
It is Despicable Me the game 37 100% Wii long play.
Okay. I apologize to whoever uploaded this or whoever created this thumbnail, but it is fucking cursed, and I'm gonna put it on the screen right now.
Yeah, you see that shit?
Oh man, it's amazing. But no, I have no fucking idea. Oh yeah, the final battle is very good actually. The entire game is amazing. It's amazingly done, and I have a little bit of nostalgia for it because Star Wars Episode 3 is my favorite Star Wars movie, as well as I played this game a lot as a kid. So
Yeah.
no, if you wanted an opinion from me, it would be extremely biased.
Wow.
I think it's great. Bobby also says that it's pretty good as well. I was streaming it to him, and he was cheering me on. Um, Very cool, man. Very, very cool. I do want to play that next after Jedi Academy, but we'll see. I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We will proceed to play. You'll play every single Star Wars game for like 10 different parts and all,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll do like 8 playthroughs of different Resident Evil games.
Yeah, dude. That'll be our brand. I'll be the Star Wars guy, and you can be the Resident Evil guy.
Yeah, we'll get like 2 views per
Yeah,
video.
dude.
People are so worn out, and like we're
Like,
the only 2 people watching the video.
yeah, all 90 fucking views on the one Resident Evil video, dude. That was I just couldn't stop rewatching it, man. I'm sorry to break it to you. Holy shit, man. But yeah, I mean, shit. Speaking of Resident Evil, you started the RE2.
Yeah, we John and I here, we filmed a good amount of parts for it, and still have more parts coming out soon.
Yeah.
But as of right now of filming this to date it, we have released 3 episodes for RE2, and yeah, they've actually been really fun. I mean, obviously I'm biased, John over here is talking about like how he loved the game and whatnot, his Star Wars game, but obviously I'm biased. I grew up with Resident Evil, and this is gonna sound really random, but I don't buy games on disc. I'm purely just buy it on Steam and just digitally download it. I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I know that's not a sustainable thing for the future, because yeah, that's a whole can of worms for another day. But
Yeah.
anyways, for the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, I specifically ordered them on Amazon just so I could have a physical copy of it, because I was like, these are 2 classic games being remade, so I want to have that classic experience of having the box and pulling out the disc, and then spending like 4 hours downloading the game anyway when I put in the disc, because,
Oh man.
technology.
Yeah. Technology.
But, yeah, really good games, and I would genuinely like to do Resident Evil 3 remake once we do 2, but maybe not immediately after. Maybe I'll try to spicing it up variety wise.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We probably shouldn't play like the same franchise over and over again. We probably should spice it up a little bit. I was thinking though, after we finish both Jedi Knight and Resident Evil 2, we can play an old co-op game where we both play at the same time.
I would love that.
I know I already talked to you about it, but Shaolin Monks is so fucking good, man. I remember playing that
I
game
always
when I
wanted
was
to
a
play
kid.
that.
It's so good, man. I think that's a good game as well to play. We could also play Lego. No, that's Star Wars.
Lego Indiana Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
Lego Batman. Actually, I would be so down to play all
Lego
of the Lego
Batman.
games co-op. I can't
They
lie.
are so fucking awesome, man. The old Lego games are just something else, man. They're so good.
Like I want to play them right now. I can't lie.
Yeah, dude. Man.
I would download it if it wouldn't horribly mess up my bit rate for you. So. You're just gonna hear me be like, yeah. So what the and then I said,
um.
Lord.
Hello, everybody. Now watch me throw this tomato at Harley's feet. I don't mean that in a weird way. This is a throwback to the story.
Audience. If you don't
Audience.
get that, watch the last episode. You will regret it.
Editor, please put up every single instance of John saying extremely sus and downright near fetishes. All right, hold on, let me redo that. Editor, dude, I can't speak, man.
Not only did you make the editor of you have to do that, but the editor of you have to cut that part
Okay,
out
hold on.
to make it sound cohesive.
See, now the thing that sucks is this is funny, so I don't want to put it out anymore. But listen, we'll just pretend like that didn't happen. Editor, please pull up on. Fuck, dude. You don't fucking forget it. Forget it. Don't fucking do anything. I don't want you. You know what? No. Go watch the other fucking podcast yourself. Don't put it into this one. Fuck you guys. You know what? I fucking.
You know what?
Quit,
We did
dude. I'm
enough
deleting the
talking
fucking
about
channel.
ourselves. Let's talk about ourselves now.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I'm done talking about ourselves. I think we shouldn't talk about the Goober Boys. I think we should talk about the person listening to this. Go take a fucking shower, dude. You fucking stink. Now.
Yeah. Go.
We'll wait.
Don't look at me. Go.
Where?
Alright, John, I think
we
they're
can
gone
wait.
now.
We can
So.
wait. Yeah. Okay. So I mean.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely didn't just say two contrasting thoughts as the plan of direction we're going.
I'm sure that. I mean, they're gone now.
Yeah, you know they're gone.
I mean, well, they're not here. What do we? Do we just like? Do we just edit this part out and wait for them to come
I don't
back or
know.
something?
In the wise words of
Don't say the Green Goblin.
I wasn't gonna say the Green Goblin, but you know, now you mention
You fucking liar.
Listen. The heart, Osborne, first we attack his heart.
Shut up, dude.
I know this wasn't even like a topic or segue type thing, but dude, I actually love the OG Spider-Man films.
Oh, me
this
too,
isn't even a
dude.
thing to talk about. It's
The
just I
Sam
love
Raimi
them.
Spider-Man films are fucking amazing, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No,
It's fine. It's totally fine.
No.
No, you have priority. You're better than me, Devin. Go ahead. You go first.
No. Back to formula. You go ahead.
Back to formula. Back to formula. I was like, what the hell are you? Oh, Spider-Man. No. So I will go because you are so graciously allowing me to.
Of course.
I just watched The Big Lebowski today. I rewatched it
No
because I
way.
watched it a while ago with my dad. It holds up, man. It's such a fucking funny movie. Oh
Really?
my god, yeah, it's great. I don't wanna like dedicate an entire episode for it because it's it's
Yeah.
The Big Lebowski. But it's dude, it's so funny, man. It's so good. We gotta watch it. I want to watch it with you.
I've never seen it, so
It's I think you find it very funny.
does it have Rob Schneider in it, or is that something else?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's got Jeff Bridges, Steve Buscemi, fucking John Goodman, other people.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I was thinking of
Philip
something
Seymour
else.
Hoffman is in it as well. Rest in peace.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a good movie with a pretty decent cast. I think you'd like it, man. You should watch it.
I think I will. I've heard of The Big Lebowski for years,
Yeah.
but looking at it now, it's not at all what I expected.
I think you would recognize a lot of jokes and like memes from a while ago because for some reason
Yeah.
like all at once there was like fucking 4 different Big Lebowski memes like that got super popular, like the fucking baby getting oh my god, that's a one way to the baby getting baptized and it's like where's the money, Lebowski?
Well,
Yeah,
it's down there
that-
somewhere. Let me take another look.
Like that's
I
from the
remember that.
movie. Oh shit, dude, there's so many good ones.
Obviously, you're not a golfer.
Like it just stupid. Oh, am I the only am I the only one around here? Yeah, dude, fucking as I'm as I
Verbal Ace beatboxing. Yeah, pretty good.
fucking no, as I I think, dude, what is happening? I'm having a stroke.
Breathe.
Oh man, I feel good now. Thanks, man. That was really good advice. That's solid advice.
Of course.
While I so horrendously butchered verbalizing the memes, I will just put the actual audio of said memes over me fumbling this shit, fumbling the bag, fumbling this shit, dude. Jesus Christ. But dude, I'm fucking losing my mind. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired. I'm so
I
tired.
think we're also losing time and getting to the end.
Oh no, not the end.
The end of the Goober Boys. You
It's
see,
over,
we're
dude.
gonna activate Nightfall Protocol, where we walk into our mansion.
Everybody,
The Goober Boys estate.
this is my secret identity, as well as Devin's, even though he didn't agree to me revealing his identity as well. Let's go,
Yes, you
Devin.
see, I'm gonna pull my mask off right now, and John is pulling his little face mask off of his ears
Oh,
for some reason.
my ears. I'm just revealing my ears, apparently.
Yeah, I take off like the full mask, but you just like you show your ear.
That's all that matters. I mean, my ears are the most recognizable feature on my fucking head, dude. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's true. It's true.
It's not your beautiful purple goggles.
Nah, man, those are fucking cheap, man. I've stolen them.
Yeah, no, my mask, I just found it off some dead guy in, Raccoon City.
All right.
I just stapled a 66 on top because I
Ah.
really like that number
Mhm.
for no actual. There is a reason behind that, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to let the
Oh
mystery
yeah,
fester.
that's for episode 100 of the podcast.
Exactly.
And
I'm saying it as if there's a joke, but there actually is a reason behind it.
okay.
Lore.
Save it for the 100th podcast, man. I'm serious.
Yeah,
We'll
or
definitely.
episode 66.
Oh,
All I'm saying
I'm
is,
just the worst. I'm so bad at coming up with ideas. You're right. It's 66
listen,
is
I'll give a
much
hint.
better.
I'll give a hint. I've been using it for many years, unlike Soldier 76, who totally stole my number.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm being dead serious. I didn't get it from Soldier 70. Oh, wait, no, he's 76.
Dude, you fucking
Yeah, no,
absolute
fuck me,
idiot.
go.
You're such a dumbass. Okay, anyway.
He's losing it, guys. He's losing it.
Oh my god, I think like maybe there's a gas leak or something because I feel legitimately fucking crazy.
I think I'm losing my mind.
I think it's a lack of sleep actually. Devin,
Yeah, I feel that. Finals, man.
Can I please I'm asking you permission. Do you mind if I wait until Thursday to upload that Star Wars video, man? I just want to go to bed. I really just want to go to bed after this. I'm begging you.
Isn't it like already rendered or?
Okay, so I said that to ease your mind, but in reality,
Okay, I kind of figured.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'll just upload the Goober Talk tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah, the
listen.
children don't need to eat for a day. They can just have a little bag of chips, a little something small.
Oh man, you're reminding me of my childhood, man. What an
I remind
excellent
myself of my
throwback.
current life, man.
Oh no.
No, I ate well today. I ate Wendy's and then I ate.
Oh dude, I had Wendy's too. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I had a bacon.
I also ate 2 packs of. Oh, dude, I think I got a number 7.
I don't know what
I think
that
it was
is.
a big bacon classic.
That's awesome. Still bacon,
Yeah, I like bacon.
Yeah, me too.
I also ate 2 whole packs of Pop Tarts earlier.
That is
because they have a
awesome.
vending machine at my school. Just $1.75, and I'm like, ooh.
I think I had.
Yeah, I'll put that in.
What did I eat today? I think so. In the morning, I came in. I had a bag of chips and a soda.
He actually had a bag of chips.
It wasn't an entire bag. It was a very small. Yeah, I guess the joke. Yeah, I literally did have a little bag of chips and a can of soda. Listen, I've been counting my calories. It was only about 200, 300 in total. Just that little breakfast. Totally, inadequate. A lot of sugar and salt, but it is what it is. And then for lunch, I had a pack of ramen. That I cooked. Don't worry, they have microwaves at my job. Thankfully.
That's good.
And then after work, I got a Baconator, like right after work. Oh, and then I had corn when I got home. What the hell are we talking about, dude? We
I don't
were
know, we
talking
just
about
started
so
talking
much,
about
and now we're just like,
our.
man, what did I eat today? So I think it might be time.
We were like freaking out, like literally yelling at each other, and they were just like, "Yeah, so I had a bag of chips. Oh,
Oh
that's nice.
man.
Yeah, been
I,
counting my calories."
I think it might be time to end the podcast. I think that's a very good sign. Um, well, do you wanna sign us out, man?
Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining us here. In all sincerity, if you want to drop like a like and subscribe, it really does help and benefit the channel. We'd really appreciate it, but really, we just appreciate you being here. And
Wait, can I? Can
yeah, Sean?
all right? Just listen. I'm gonna do something. Okay.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me know. You'll probably hear it.